Hi everybody, it's Reverend Chris de la Cruz. I'm here for our daily devotional. These devotionals are based off of what it would now be last Sunday's sermon on Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1 through 15. And I just wanted to close off this series by reminding us of the 3 A's that I discussed in the sermon for dealing with times in our life when we feel things are out of our control, or even just a general mantra to deal with stress and to deal with the hardships of life. And that's A, accept what you cannot control. Appreciate the little things in life. And act when God says it's time. And I think this is really helpful. I've used this for myself as a mantra to tell yourself, especially in moments of stress and suffering. Just say, accept, appreciate, act when God says it's time. You may even just take one of the words depending on what you're going through. If there's a lot of things going on or a lot of stressors, or if you're dealing with, you're confronted with something in your past that you want to change or something you can't control, you just say, accept. You say it in your head, accept. Or for appreciate, when you are going through something that's great, or you're eating, just something as simple as eating, like getting in the habit of, rather than just shoving something down your face, you say, appreciate. I appreciate that this tastes good. And then you get in the habit of saying, accept, appreciate, act when God says it's time. Maybe you're hesitant to do something and you hear, no, when God says it's time. God is saying, let's do it. Or maybe you're very quick to act and there's a time to be silent, right? It's one of the passages in Ecclesiastes talked about in the sermon. And you just say, act when God says it's time. All right, it's not time. Act when God says it's time. And I feel like this mantra could be a very practical internal device that you can use whenever you need it. So accept, appreciate, and act when God says it's time. I hope that's helpful for you, because it really comes out of my looking closely at the scripture and seeing what practically is this telling us. And it just shows the wisdom of, what comes out of scripture, All right. Talk to you soon.